Alright, so we are again for the basic accounting. We'll discuss today about the accounting concepts and principles. Okay, so we discussed today accounting concepts, conventions, principles, the GAAP, the framework of it, the assumptions, the principles, qualitative characteristics, the constraints, and the hierarchy of policies. No? Then also fundamentals of qualities of accounting, enhanced qualities, the basic of the FS, no management role, and we end of the real and nominal accounts. So, ano yung mga real and nominal accounts natin? Okay, number one muna tayo. Explain the accounting concepts, conventions, and principles. Ito muna yung basic, no? So, ano ba yung concepts and conventions natin and principles? So, very important here is that we need to know, no, that the to know the users of the financial reports, no? So, para at least malaman natin or to understand our financial reports, no? Understand the economic transactions, no? So very important is to understand ano ba yung nangyayari sa atin. Understand the economic business transactions. And number two, very important is that to proper understand your FS. Proper understanding of the FS. Okay. Users has knowledge of accounting concepts, conventions, and principles, no? And the basic concepts of this are the real foundations and all the CPA board exams. Sabi ni Daryl Asuncion, the real foundation in all CPA board exam is the basic concepts. Kaya nga, very important is mag-aral ka. No? We need to know the concepts first before answering mga reviewers. Okay? Yan. Okay. And also, as far as accounting concept is concerned, no? Important ideas which accountant assumes recording our transactions, no? Particularly in our business. Kaya nga, accounting concepts daw is the bedrock of accounting. Ito daw ay postulates of accounting. Okay? Or accounting per se. Okay. So, yan yung accounting concepts or accounting assumptions. Okay. Again, accounting concepts is the bedrock of accounting. It is the postulates. It is the accounting assumptions. So, ano yung mga sample ng ating mga assumptions? No? One, separate entity. Dapat daw separate, no, ang ating business sa ating personal. Also, we have going concern. Dapat daw we should exist indefinitely, no? Habang buhay tayo ay may negosyo. And also, we have time period because of the periodicity. And also, we have accrual accounting. Later, we'll discuss accrual. There are two kinds, no? Revenue when earned. We will recognize revenue when earned and expenses naman when incurred. And also, we have our monetary unit. Okay. So, we have also here accounting conventions. Ano naman yung accounting conventions? Are accounting practices that practitioners accept because of their long existence and use. And it is based on the idea that in every business transactions, a value received has corresponding value given. So, ano yung sample natin? Yung walang kamatayang debit and credit. Okay? Debit and credit. Okay. Also, in the accounting principles naman, kaya na, we have accounting conventions na. Ito naman ay accounting principles. So, napakadami. No? We have accounting concepts, accounting principles, and accounting conventions. Okay. Ano naman yung accounting principles? Are those that have first importance of the objectives of accounting, the doctrine of accounting. Okay. So, anong ibig sabihin, no? Of this? It is the basis or other rules, procedures, and methods used in the accounting practice. Accordingly, the accounting principles are distinguished from accounting procedures, rules, and methods because the latter comprise the specifics on how transactions are being recorded, classified, and summarized. Okay? So, yan po ang ibig sabihin ng accounting principles, the doctrine of accounting. Okay, number 2 tayo. Explain naman our generally accepted accounting principle. Ano naman to? And that would be your GAAP. Your GAAP here is that authoritative body of accountancy formulated the standards, principles, standards, assumptions, and also procedures. And that would be your GAAP. The GAAP here used uniformly by accountants in measuring, recording, and reporting financial activities. And these activities are based on experience and research. So lahat po yan, based po sa research, based po sa experience, at based naman sa study. No? And because of this, they become generally accepted accounting principle among accounting practitioners. Alright, so in terms of GAAP, no, your generally accepted accounting principle, the main objective is to express in phrase the standards auditor's report, which states that to present fairly or to present BFS in conformity with generally accepted accounting principle. And because of this, the GAAP used now in the Philippines is the PAS, all right, or the Financial Accounting Standards first, and followed by uh, Philippine Financial Reporting Standards. Galing po yan sa IFRS, sa IAS, no? Kinopya lang. Yes, no? So, yan, ha? Okay. Next one. Explain also the conceptual framework of the financial reporting. So, very important is your financial reporting. No? So, you have here financial reporting. It is coherent in terms of the concepts that flow from objective, which identifies the purpose of financial reporting. At the same time, it also harmonizes the varying concepts to achieve coherent set of the accounting standards. Okay. So, yan ang importante natin na malaman. Okay. Explain also the basic assumptions of accounting. So, ito yung kanina. No? Very important is number 1 is about economic entity. Separate entity yung pinakasikat dyan. Or entity concept or economic entity or business entity. Ibig sabihin, we should separate our own business sa ating personal. Separate entity concepts and entity concept. Okay? An accounting entity, accounting regards as the separate and distinct entity from the person or people who owns and runs it. And the main purpose of this is that to properly account the real transactions. Tama naman po yun, no? Hindi po tayo nagre-record ng ating personal. Kaya lang, ganun nangyayari. Karamihan, kadalasan, di ba? We record the personal. Okay? The real transactions of the business in order to report the true and the fair picture of the business financial affairs. Affairs yan, ha? Okay. Mali lang yung type. Okay. And also, very important is about going concern. Ito naman, dapat daw our company will exist indefinitely. Wala naman siguro nagsasabi na magbe-business ako para malugi. Walang ganun, no? It assumes that the business entity will continue operating indefinitely for a period of time. That's why it is based on objectivity and historical costs. Okay. So objectivity, accountant must be free from bias, no? Or must be both definite and it must also be verifiable. Or historical cost, lahat naman yan ay based sa ating cost, di ba? Uh, Purchase price, etc., etc., right? The price of it, okay? as well as in terms of our assets. Okay. We have also here monetary unit. So what do you mean class of monetary unit? Money is the common denominator in measuring your economic activity. Totoo naman, di ba? Because of money, we can measure everything, right? If may income ba tayo or wala. Tama? Yes. Accounting generally pays no attention to inflation and deflation, and assuming that the monetary unit remains stable regardless of fluctuating in terms of money. So that's why very important is the monetary in unit. We have also your periodicity or time period assumption. Ito naman part ito ng ating adjustment, no? So time period daw, it assumes that the life of the enterprise is divided into several periods. Meron yung tatlo ha. Thus, when preparing for the FS, you should have in this important accounting period. Calendar year and fiscal year, the same lang yan. 1 year po yan. Pero, fiscal year, 12 months then, but you can start in any months, for example, or any month. February 1 to January 31. March 1 to February 28. October 1 to September 30 the following year. O, yan yung fiscal year. Pero ang calendar year, yan yung sinusunod karamihan sa Pilipinas. We will start every January 1 and we will end on December because of the BIR, di ba? BIR, ang requirement dyan ay on April 15. Yes. And we have the interim periods. Okay? So, yan po assumptions of the periodicity. Okay. Then also, we have accrual basis. O, ito naman. Ito yung pinaka, ano sa lahat, pinakasikat, no? We record expenses when earned, not only when cash is received. And expenses naman will receive expenses when incurred, regardless when you have a payment. No? Revenue includes only those cash receipts from revenue transactions during the financial period, but also in the incomes earned but not yet received. Kahit wala po tayong na-receive na pera. Ha? Expenses naman include not only the cash that business pays out in the period, but also expenses outstanding or accrued expenses. Okay? Go to my video about accrual accounting. Doon yan. Ha? Okay. Then also, explain also the basic principles of accounting. Okay. So, in terms naman of the basic principles, it guides accountants how the assets and liabilities are valued. So, paano yan iba-value natin, no? So, with this, we have this, no? It guides how to measure. We have our cost principle. Okay? So, accountant uses these two principles. You have cost principle or based on the historical cost. So, asset and liabilities on the basis of the acquisition price. It adheres to the uh, faithful representation and also establishes the verifiable benchmark, no, for measuring the historical cost. Okay, next one. Also, we have fair value measure. Ano naman yung fair value? Is defined as the amount for which an asset could be exchanged or liability could be settled or an entity could be exchanged or to have knowledgeable and willingness parties in the arm length transactions. Yan. So, yan po ang ibig sabihin ng ating fair value principle. No? Ano yung asset could be exchanged or value or liability could be settled, no? Or granted, no? Could be exchanged, no? In a willingly manner. Okay. Then also, okay, revenue principle. Revenue is you have an income. Okay. And because of this income, it will increase or increases the economic benefits during the accounting period in the form of inflows or enhancement of assets or decreases of liabilities that results in an increase in an equity relating to the contributions from the equity participants. Okay. So as a rule, income is recognized when earned kahit wala po tayong kahit wala pa tayong collections. Okay? And also, revenue is also recognized at the point of the sale because the point of sale provides a uniform, objective, and reasonable test or verify transfers of title of ownership and your consideration. Okay? And, how do we recognize, again, as part of the revenue recognitions? The revenue is recognized when? At the point of sale. Except, again, as a basic rule, revenue are measured at the fair value, no, of the considerations received. Okay. Revenue is recognized at the point of sale, except earlier recognition. So we can recognize it earlier. Revenue can be recognized before the time of sale when? At the point of completed production at a certain percentage of completion. Go back to the or go to the about accounting for long-term constructions, diba? Habang natatapos tayo, we will recognize a revenue. Also, revenue is recognized at the point of sale, except later recognition. Recognition after the point of sale is applicable when the collections for payments of services rendered of goods delivered are doubtful. Um, Even if the goods are already delivered or services have been rendered. Yan. Okay. So also, later recognition, you have here point of sale collection basis or sorry, point of sale, point of collections or about collection basis. Next one. Later recognition. Three methods of recognizing revenue after the point of sale. Pwede po tong cash or profit recovery or cost recovery method or installment method. Uh, if you want more about this, go to the videos about AFAR, Advanced Financial Accounting Report. Right? So AFAR, medyo nandun yung mga advanced accounting natin. Okay? Yan. How about expense recognition principle? No? So we have expense daw, which is an outflows or other using up of assets or incurring liabilities, no, during a period as a result of delivering or producing goods and or services. So you have here, uh, we have also here, uh, yun nga, during the period, no. So ibig sabihin, outflows or using up, no, or you incur during the period as a result of delivering product and or services. Okay. Then matching principle. Expense is recognized when income is earned. And also we have matching principle. It states that all costs that were incurred to generate the revenue appearing on a given period as the statement of the comprehensive income should appear as the expense of the same statement. Ano ibig sabihin? Kung tayo ay may expense ng year 2026, dapat just today then, we match the effort with our costs. Yan. Okay. Also, as part of the expense recognition, it applied to one or three ways. You have associating cause and effect. Okay? Direct matching principle or cost of sales or sales commission. We have also your systematic and rational allocation. We have the depreciation, amortization, and expense. And the last one is about expense recognition, like salaries expense, rent expense, utilities. Yan. So, yan yung mga different types on how we will recognize an expense. Okay. And also very important is the full disclosure. Ibig sabihin, we need to disclose no relevant information bearing on economic affairs, business enterprise, including subsequent events. Saan ba nagsimula to? Because of the Sarbanes-Oxley Act na in the US, because of the Enron scandal, kailangan na po natin magkaroon ng notes to FS. Should be accompanied by the notes to FS and supplementary schedules and other informations. Okay. We go now to number 6. Explain the constraints in accounting. Cost constraints, no? It suggests that the benefits of accounting for and reporting should outweigh the costs. Kaya nga very important is cost versus benefit. Okay. So cost versus benefit. Alright. Materiality constraints. Okay. Concerns on items or an entity's overall financial amount and importance that would change a decision if it has been presented or omitted. Okay. So that's part of the materiality constraints. Next one naman is about explain the qualitative characteristics and also the accounting information. Okay? Alright. So with this, very important is to have this part, no? Ano na yung mga qualitative natin, no? So in terms of the qualitative, no, we have decision fullness, relevant disclosure, and also about reporting format. Okay? Particularly for about decision making, no? To choose which among the acceptable accounting methods. Very important is about decision. We have also a relevant disclosure to determine the amount and types of accounting information disclosed. We have relevant disclosure, and at the same time, reporting format. Okay. So with this, to use appropriate presentation and contents of reporting consistent, no, in terms of the financial reporting objective. Okay. Relevance muna. So in relevance, to be relevant, accounting information must be capable of influencing or making the difference in an economic events. That's why accounting information can be more decision makers, no, can move decision makers. So number one is all about predictive value. Right? All right. Accounting information is should be helpful. Okay. Particularly for decision makers when it has an input to increase ability to forecast the outcome of the future events. Okay. Then also confirmative value. We have predictive value, we have confirmative value. Accounting information should be helpful to decision makers to validate making updates, adjustment, and corrections. All right. What else? And with this, no. So number two is about faithful naman representation. The main purpose of this, dapat tama lahat ang mga nire-report natin to achieve public trust and confidence in the FS. And with this, the accounting information must contain factual transactions. Yan. Okay, to be faithful represented daw, accounting information uh, must be completeness, must be neutrality, or free from error. So, um, so ito class ha. So, part of this is completeness, neutrality, and free from errors. Again, on how to enhance naman. Kanina, we discussed about fundamental qualities of accounting. Next naman is to enhance. How to enhance accounting qualities or qualities of accounting. Number one, dapat daw naiintindihan, no? To understand, no? To be useful, accounting information must be comprehensible. Accounting must provide understandable financial accounting information by presenting data that can be understood by users. Hindi po hindi naiintindihan, mahirap 'yan, no? Or to become or to be or verifiability. It occurs when independent measures uses using the same accounting methods could arrive with the same results. The information as shown in the FS or the reports should be checked and corroborated to prove the faithful representation, and that would be for external auditing. Very important to enhance this one is also timeliness. Accounting information must be available on time when needed. No? If it is to be influence decision, lack of timeliness reduces relevance. Information is useful if it is not available when needed. And dapat yan ay nako-compare sa iba. Comparability. It enables the users to identify similarities and difference between two or more economic circumstances. We go back to the accounting FS analysis, diba? We compare it with our competitor. Number 7. Ito na yung last natin. What would be the basic of the FS? Okay? So, very important is the basic of the FS. No? So, what is the FS again? We have the reports prepared by accountants, and these statements, sorry, these statements again, not this is, show the financial effects of transactions and other events that are grouped into broad classes according to their economic characteristics. Ano nga yung mga FS natin? Based on the PAS number 1, basic financial statements are statement of financial position or your balance sheet, statement of comprehensive income or income statement, or comprehensive income. We have statement of equity, cash flow statement, notes to FS. We go back to our again statement of financial position, assets, liabilities, and equity. Ano yung assets? Resources owned or controlled by an entity that results from a future benefits or resulting from the past events. Liabilities naman, utang, obligations of an entity arising from the past events, outflow of an assets from entity. And equity naman, residual interest in the assets of an entity after deducting your liabilities. We have statement of comprehensive income. That would be your revenue. Increases in assets or decreases in liabilities arising from the business operations during an accounting period that result to increase in the owner's equity. These increases in the assets are not contributions of the owners and our creditors. We have also your expenses. Decrease in assets or increase in liabilities arising from your business transactions or operations during an event or period that results in a decrease to the owner's equity. It will decrease the owner's equity. Also decrease your assets and are not withdrawals of owners or payment of the assets. Okay? And also we have uh, uh, your yeah. So how do we recognize the elements of the FS? So in terms of the recognition, it is based on the process of recording. As a rule, an item should be recognized when the following true criteria are met or true criteria are met: probability of future benefits and reliability of measure. Okay? Last one na lang tayo. Explain the definitions of the accounts. So, ano yung mga management role naman ng FS? So, the role of the management or the owner of the business is to primarily responsible and interested for the information contained in the FS. Siya yung gumawa nun, di ba? Or must ensure that the FS are for general purpose reporting. Sabi ko kanina, it is for general purpose. No? Must first review and approve the adjustment included in the FS. Okay? And our last slide, ano yung limitations of the FS? Hindi naman lahat yan ay perfect. Use of estimates. Diba? Lahat po yan ay estimates lang. Hindi naman lahat po. Karamihan. Some accounting data contained in FS are based on estimates. Use of historical cost. It does not show the current value of your assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. It fails to show the time value of money. And the last one, non-inclusions of developed intangible assets. So that's it. That's my last slide for this. And thank you very much and hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.